I'm Tia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you the books I plan on reading for March Mystery Madness. So March Mystery Madness is a readathon that takes place over the whole entire month of March, and it has a ton of people who host and co-host, and I think that the creator of this readathon was Lizzie over at Lizzie Faye Loves Books and Troy from Troy Tao. So I will try and leave all the hosts linked down below, but if I don't get all of them, then I will at least leave the creators. So anyway, check the description box down below for more information. They do have a bingo card that you can go and download, and if you want to participate, you don't have to do the prompts if you don't want to. You just read mysteries and you've participated, but if you want to do the bingo board, you certainly can. So I do have choices here for all of the prompts except for one, so maybe you can help me out with that one. We'll see. So this year it is To the Nine. The first one is Dressed to the Nines, and I actually had a pretty hard time finding something to fit this one, but let's see. I have a couple of options. I think, okay, so obviously Dressed to the Nines means formal wear on the cover. So I have Butcher Baker Candlestick Taker by Patricia Meredith. This is book one of the Spokane Clock Tower Mystery series, and I think this woman is, well, she's dressed nicer than I certainly ever dress nowadays, but this could be everyday wear for the, what year is this supposed to be? 1901. But to me, it kind of looks like a wedding dress. I don't know. Anyway, so this one is following a man who is designing the clock tower for the Great Northern Railroad, and I think that his patroness is found dead, and he becomes involved in solving her murder. Yeah, so you tell me what you think. Does that look like Dressed to the Nines? If not, I also have A Curious Beginning, and she may just be in silhouette, but I definitely think she's in fancy dress, right? I mean, I don't know. People dress fancy back then all the time. They might not have considered that formal wear, but if I wore something like this today, it would definitely be formal. Anyway, so this is the first in the Veronica Speedwell mystery series. It's called A Curious Beginning by Deanna Rayborn, and this one also takes place, obviously it's a historical mystery just like the other one, but this one is in London in 1887, and this is a series that I've wanted to start for quite some time. So maybe this is going to be the time I start it. I don't know. I have so many series I want to start, but I'm scared of being in the middle of too many. So I don't know. You tell me which one of these you think works the best for that. Okay, then I have some choices for the next prompt, which is 999, which is the distress call for the UK. So you were supposed to read a British mystery for this prompt. And I have several choices somehow. So I think I didn't realize that this one actually takes place in London. So that could be a choice, which I didn't realize when I pulled it out. I also have the second book in the Hat Shop Mystery series, Death of a Mad Hatter by Jen McKinley. This is a cozy mystery series following a girl who has come to help her cousin run the hat shop that their grandmother left to them when she passed away. And then I have, oh yes, I just got this one in my recent haul from Book Outlet, The Windsor Knot by S.J. Bennett. So this one is following the Queen Elizabeth in 2016 on, I think, that right before her 90th birthday, and someone who's there for the party, I think, turns up dead. And let's see. And then of course, I also have The Murder at the Vicarage by Agatha Christie. This one takes place in an English country village where the man who's hated by everyone in the village turns up dead at the home of the vicar. So that is a lot of options for that one. I think that's all the ones I have. I probably have more. Who knows? Okay, and then I also have I also have several choices for the next one, which is 9 Lives. So that's supposed to be a cat on the cover. And I feel like a lot of cozy mysteries have a cat on the cover. So I did just pick up Moose and Murder, which is in my haul. This one's by Elizabeth Logan, and it is the first in the Alaskan Diner mystery series. That one, as you can see, has a cat right there. This one is the one I'm actually leaning more towards reading, but this one's When the Crows Away by Orally Wallace, and you can see that there is a cat right here. This is the second in the Evenfall Witches B&B mystery series. I read the first one of these, I think a couple of years ago now, and always meant to keep reading like I always do when I start series, and I just didn't do it. So this is the one that I think I'm leaning towards, but yeah, because I think she only put out 2 in this series, so that would be great to be able to finish that one. And I have another one, but I think I'm going to use this one for a different prompt. So anyway, and then the next one is 911 First Responder of Any Kind. And I think if that can be a side character, then I think I'm going to use the next in the Cupcake Bakery mystery series for that one, Sugar and Ice by Jen McKinley. This one is the 6th, which is the one I need to read next. I've read 1 through 5. This is following 2 best friends who run a cupcake bakery shop in Arizona, and one of the side characters who just kind of came onto the scene in the last book, I think, or maybe the 4th one, I can't remember, is a police officer. So hopefully he's in this one too, because if not, then I don't really have one for this prompt. Hopefully he's in there. Yeah. So then we are supposed to read a book that reminds you of Janelle, who was a mystery booktuber who passed away recently, and they are doing this in remembrance of her. She used to be a host for this readathon as well. And I went back and watched some of her best of books. I think it was best of 2022, and picked out a book from that list that I had on my TBR. And that is the Marlowe Murder Club by Robert Thorogood. She really enjoyed this book and put it on her best of list for that year, and I have been wanting to read it as well, and so hopefully this will be the one that I get to. But she also was a big Agatha Christie lover, and I do have several Agatha Christie books that I haven't read yet, and ones that I just recently purchased, A Haunting in Venice, or actually Halloween Party, and The Murder at the Vicarage is one I just mentioned. So I could use those as well. But this one, the Marlowe Murder Club, is following a 77-year-old woman who I think witnesses a murder and then gets involved in trying to figure out what happened. So yeah, that's the one for that prompt. Hopefully that'll work out. Then the next one is 9 Patch. So read a book with a quilt on the cover. So this one was a little bit harder because I don't really have any sewing mystery series, and those are generally the ones are like quilting mystery series, but I found one luckily that has a quilt on it, and I haven't read it yet, and it's the first book in a series. Okay, so this is Assaulted Caramel by Amanda Flower, and if you see right here, we have quilts here and there's a quilt here. So yay, I was so excited when I found this because I thought I wasn't going to have anything for this prompt, but I do. So this is an Amish candy shop mystery series. It's following this girl who I think returns back home when she hears that her grandfather's heart condition has worsened. She was a chocolatier in New York, but now she's going to go work for her grandparents' candy shop back home. Okay, then we have 9, so just 9, and that for that one you're supposed to do a book that has 9 on the cover or in the title. So I think this is the only one I have for this that I haven't read, and this is 9 Perfect Strangers by Leanne Moriarty. I think this is a mystery, right? I really don't know much about this one. It's about 9 strangers who are at a health resort. I don't know if someone dies or if there's actually a mystery, or if this is more of like just a drama. I don't know. Have you read this? I know that there is is it a movie or a TV show of this, adaptation of this? But anyway, This is one that's been on my shelf for a while, and it's the only one that I think that has the word 9 in it that might be a mystery. I don't know. This one might be pushing it on the mystery aspect. Okay, then ninth, we're supposed to read ninth book in the series is the next prompt. So the only series that I'm even remotely close to getting to the ninth book is the Cupcake Bakery series by Jim McKinley. So if I read this one for the first responder, really hoping that he's still in this one, then to get to the ninth, I would have to read number 7, Dark Chocolate Demise, Vanilla Beans, number 8, and then number 9 is Caramel Crush. And maybe if he is not in number 6, the first responder, maybe he's in one of these other ones. So hopefully that works out. I don't know. That's a lot of books that I need to read to get to number 9. So that may be one that I don't make it all the way to. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. And then the last one is any 9. So page count, number of chapters, year published, etc. This one might be pushing it too, because this was really hard to find. But this is what I actually pulled A Curious Beginning for by Deanna Rayborn, because this has 29 chapters. So I don't think I have any books that have 9 chapters that are mysteries. And I couldn't find a page count one either. Like nothing ended with the 9. Anyway, this one has 29 chapters. Please tell me that counts. I hope so. Anyway, I mean, I don't have to hit all of the challenges, but I just think it's fun to try too. So we'll see how it goes. Let me know if you have read any of these or if you have other recommendations, what you think about my choices for the prompts. Are you participating in March Mystery Madness? I hope that you are. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and be sure to go and check out all of those announcement videos and the co-host if you haven't already. And thanks so much for coming back today and checking out this video and spending a little bit of time with me. I hope you are all reading something great, and I will see you next time.